Okay guys, here we go. I'm going to show you how to set up your Blackhawk 2 so you can get it in the air and fly this dude. So the first thing we need to do is we need to connect our cell phone to our controller. You take your RC cable for whatever phone you have. Remember, it came with the dual micro, and then it has the USB-C to micro, and then it also has the lightning rod connector, or lightning connector, lightning rod. Okay. Anyway, on the ends of these, you can see here, that one says TX, that's for the controller. And then this one says phone, and that's for your phone. That'll only matter to you if you have a micro connector on your phone as well as the controller does. Otherwise, it will only go one way, and you just pop it into your phone. Then you pop it right here into your controller, just like so. They're in there. Now this cable, you can slide it between the controller and your phone. If I can get it to go. It can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but it will go in there, and it will. There it goes. Check it out. And then it's folded under, and it's out of your way when you're holding your controller. Otherwise, this cable gets in the way, and you could pull it out, and it's going to tell you USB not connected. But our controller and our phone are connected. Now we're going to connect the controller to the drone. Power on your drone. Remember, 2 clicks. Press it once, press it again, and hold it. There we go. Then we're going to power on our drone same way. Press it once, press it again. Your LED lights will go up. It's going to turn on. You can see here we have the Blackhawk screen coming up. And now we're connected. All right, now you can see here, if I can get this without the glare, we are connected to the app. The controller is connected. You can see here, check out all the information that's on this controller, you guys. I'm going to get a little closer so you can see it, but there is a blueprint of this in the manual. It tells you what everything is, but you have your number of satellites, your signal strength, your drone level, your controller battery level, your height meters, or your height and your distance in meters, your speed, and it even tells you the yaw degrees, and all kinds of information on here. And this is all going to be on your app as well. And I'm going to show you that as soon as we go into the app, which let's go into the app now, and we'll check out the app, and we're going to calibrate it because you do all of that through the app. So we're going to open up the app next, and it is the Blackhawk 2 app. It's free, of course, Google Play in the App Store. This is what the logo or icon looks like for the app. And now we're going to open the app. So this is the main screen you have right here. Blackhawk 2. There are 4 different drones this app uses. It will default to the proper drone. If it doesn't, you can slide it over with your finger to the right drone, but it should default to the drone you're using. We're going to enter device. Here you have how to pair your device. Some helpful little tips and tricks there. Notices for, you know, flying safety flight notifications. Blah, spit that one out. Enter main device. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to enter the main device. And check it out. We have video. We are connected. And check that picture out, you guys. Freaking pretty damn impressive. Check that out. Woohoo! So we are completely connected and good to go. So you can see here now, this will pop up on you every time you open it as well. Device status list. Check this out. It tells you your controller is connected. Your aircraft is connected. Go down. It says compass is normal. Your gyro and accelerometer, damn, I can't talk today, are normal. Optical flow state is poor. That's because I have it on a brown table, so it's not picking up the terrain very well. But you can keep coming down. Your TOF status is normal. Your memory card, your voltage in your battery, the power you have left, and battery struggle mode, remaining times is 3. That tells you what all this is right here. You got all this good stuff here. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to calibrate your drone. It's really, really easy to do, you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the screen here, and we're going to hit compass calibration. We're going to tap it. Now you can see this picture comes up on the screen telling you which way to turn the drone. So you're going to take your drone and you're going to rotate it just like it says to do. And as soon as that picture changes, just like it did there, you're going to take your drone. Now you're going to do your vertical part of your calibration, and you're going to rotate your drone this way. As soon as that picture goes away, you will be done, just like so. And you can see there, calibrated successfully. Now we're going to go back in here real quick, and this little wheel in the top right hand corner of this app is your best friend, you guys. Everything you need is in here. We're going to tap it again. Alright, so we did our compass. Now we're going to do our gyro calibration. You're going to tap this, and don't freak out, because when it does the gyro calibration, the fan on your drone is going to shut off. We're going to tap it. Oh, it got really quiet. Calibration completion. The fan starts back up. Your gyros are calibrated. We're going to go back into here again. Your IMU calibration. I'm going to show you this calibration real quick, you guys. You don't need to do this all the time. I would recommend doing it the first time you get your drone, and then probably maybe after every 8 to 10 flights or so. It's not hard to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. And we're going to go ahead and start it, and I'll show you what to do. Alright, so you see here on the screen, it says put the aircraft on a fully flat surface. Now it's important that you watch that animated drone on this screen. So we're going to start our calibration. Your fan shuts off again. Your drone is like so. You're going to wait for that picture to change, and it will change. There it goes. Now you're going to take your drone like so. Check it out. And you're going to, if I can do this here, lay your drone on its side just like that. You'll see here the screen will change again. There it goes. Now you're going to reverse this, and you're going to take your drone and you're just going to lay it down this way, and watch you don't mash your propellers and stuff. Back to the screen. It's going to tell you the next way to do it. Now you're going to set him upright. Again, watch you don't mash your propellers. You're going to set him just like that. The picture will change. Now he wants us to lay him on the top, upside down. We're going to lay him just like that. The picture will change again once it detects it and it's calibrated it. There it goes. Now you don't have to rush through this, because it won't move on to the next process until you have the drone exactly the way it wants you to have it. Now we got to take the drone and we're going to put it face down. Don't worry, it won't mess your gimbal up or your camera up. Just be careful with your propeller blades. Just like that. And you'll see here it's going to tell us that our IMU calibration was successful. The aircraft starts back up. You can hear it, and just set him back down like that. Hit complete. Back to our app. Alright, let's go back in here, because there are a few more calibrations that you need to do. The next one is your horizontal calibration. You only need to do this one, you guys, if your drone seems to not be hovering right or drifting a little or something like that. Again, I would do it the first time you get the drone. It doesn't hurt, so you might as well do it. And maybe every 8 to 10 flights, or if you notice the drone's just not hovering right horizontally. And it's real easy to do. You just tap it. It's going to say start calibration. Your fan shuts off on your drone again. Your LED light on the bottom will come on. And that's it. You're horizontally calibrated. So since we're in here, let's go ahead and go through all these settings real quick, you guys, because this is what I want all of you to know and understand what everything means. So if you slide down here, this is where you can set your return to home height. This is a really great feature, but if you can see, it says you can set it to 500 meters. Do not set your return to home height that high, you guys. I would go no more than 120, because I believe that's right at about 396, 97 feet. Remember, you cannot go over 400 feet. Even in return to home, the drone has to stay below 400 feet. This next setting below that, this is absolutely a cool ass setting, you guys. Search for landing pad. You can see I already have mine on. When the drone is in return to home mode and it gets over its recorded home point, it's going to take the camera, point it straight down, and this dude's actually going to look for and lock onto your landing pad, and he's going to land his ass right on the landing pad. I've never seen such a precise return to home landing ever. It is just so cool to do. Just keep in mind, you cannot be recording video when the drone does that, or it's going to ask you to stop recording, or it won't do it. Absolutely recommend trying it a few times, you guys. It is so cool to do. Next, your auxiliary light. That's the light on the bottom of the drone. You can see here, if we hit open, it will turn the light on the drone. You can keep it off, or you can have it blink slowly, and this is what it will do when the drone is in flight. It won't do it while it's on the ground, so don't think you're doing something wrong if you do it now and it doesn't turn on. Keep it back to automatic. Anti-wind mode. This is what you would use if you were in a really hard, stiff wind, maybe trying to get the drone back to you or whatnot. It just sends more of the power and everything to the drone's motors to keep it stable in the air. You're going to lose some of your, as it says right here, you're going to lose some of the stableness of the gimbal if you have that setting on. There's your settings here. Up at the top, I didn't show you this parameter units. You can change metric to imperial. This is only on the app. It doesn't change it on the controller. Imperial, of course, is inches, feet, miles per hour. Keep mine in imperial. Waypoint settings. Dude, look at all these settings, you guys. Default waypoint altitude, your max waypoint, your flight route distance, your mission flight, default hover time, which you can set from what looks like 0 to 30 seconds that dude will go to each point when you do your waypoints, and he'll hover there for that long until he moves on to the next one. Max pause time for each waypoint. Really cool. All right, we're going to get out of this one. We're going to go down to our next one, the circle that looks like a joystick here. All right, cool. Check it out. I'm going to show you guys the drone. Check this out. He is now going to go into standby mode, and he's warning me that he's going to shut himself off here in a minute. And this is what it'll do. So there's nothing wrong with your drone if it starts doing this. It just means he's been idling too long, and he's like, hey, do you remember me? I'm sitting here. Let's go fly. All right, well, I'm glad it did that so I could show you guys that. All right, back to where we were. Let's go to the little joystick circle here. This tells you your transmitter model number, your sync lace technology. That's what it uses, similar to DJI. That's what gives the video transmission feed the length it can go. Your joystick settings, you tap on this one. You can change your joysticks on your controller from mode 1 to mode 2. Down here, your operation feel, they call it. This is what you can use in movie mode, you guys, and this is really cool because you can change the maximum vertical speed from 10% up to 100%. So if you have it, let's say we have it on 30%. If you mash that joystick forward, the drone won't go any faster than that. So you don't have to try to adjust the speed that you want the drone to go while you're recording a video. They made it super easy to take great video. You can do your horizontal speed as well and your max heading speed. Down here, allow aircraft to unlock and take off while moving. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go next down here to this little mountain looking scenery below our controllers. This is your FPV settings. You can turn FPV on or off. And it actually has an FPV low latency mode. I would keep it in this on. This will give you a clearer, better transmission of your FPV video. If you're using an older phone though, you may have to turn that off because it may interfere with your screen. It could be glitchy and you may not get the drone to go as far and get your video transmission. All there is to that one. Right on down the list. The next one here, this is our gimbal pitch setting. The higher the number here is the faster the camera will tilt. So you can even adjust how fast you want that camera to go up and down. The one below it, you can adjust the time between the time you push the wheel left or right to the time the gimbal or the camera will respond to that and go up and down. All kinds of cool settings on this drone, you guys. Your gimbal status, ours is normal. You can go to advanced. Allow upward gimbal rotation. This is cool, you guys. I'm going to get out of here and show you. I have mine on. You can actually take this gimbal and look at this. It can look upward. Really cool if you're flying, say in an area where there's some overhangs, power lines, trees, and you're going under them to do your video. You can actually put this up to kind of see what's above you. Helps you not run into something or to gauge how low you need to be to go under it. Really cool setting. All right, where were we? Advanced setting. The next one is your advanced gimbal calibration. If for some reason your gimbal's tilted, it doesn't want to stay straight, or it's not responding to you the right way, you can do a calibration. Just keep in mind, the drone has to be under 65 degrees Celsius in order for that to work, or it won't do it. That's those settings. Right on down here to our little Earth setting. Aircraft location is always shown at the center of the map. That's your little map in the lower left of your app. And I'll show you that when we go back into the app here in a minute. You can put your latitude and longitude coordinates right on the app screen as well. I keep mine off. That's just a whole hell of a lot of more information than I need on my app. Map type, of course it's going to be Google Maps unless you're going on a trip overseas to China or something and you want to use the A map. Down below that, the type of map you want. You can do standard, I like to call cartoon mode, or you can do satellite mode or night mode. Sample precision of waypoint drawing, I usually keep mine all the way maxed at 100. This is what helps your waypoint be more accurate when you're tapping them on your map. Alright, bear with me guys, I know this is a lot of information, but I want you guys to see and understand everything. The next one, your battery. This is cool. It actually shows you each cell in your battery, what each volt is, and you can see ours are pretty leveled out right there. That's actually really good. Over here, remaining battery, we have 3039 mAh left. Our total voltage in our battery right now, 12.4. That's really good. Current battery temperature, 34 degrees Celsius. And it'll even tell you your flight time you have left. We're not in the air, so it won't do it. Your smart low battery warning. When you have this on, your phone is going to vibrate and it's going to let you know that your battery is at a certain percentage and that you need to come home. Now remember, it does have the GPS failsafe features in it, so this battery actually calculates how long it took for you to go your max distance and how long it's going to take it to come back. It's going to take all that information. When the battery gets to a point and this drone's like, oh wait, I only have enough gas to make it home, it's going to tell you to bring it home, or it's automatically going to go into return to home mode and come back to you. Really cool. Our battery status, normal. Hit more, check this out. Tells you the number of cycles, the battery code, and the battery version number. That's all there is on that. Down here, this little clover looking thing, I think it's supposed to be a drone, but we're going to open it. You can have your screen rotate if you need to turn your phone upside down for whatever reason. Status device list will pop up automatically after detection. That's on. Those are your on-screen prompts. The app actually talks to you too. It's really cool. Novice guide, this just opens up a little mini diagram of the app. Your version number, under here is where you can go and you can check for your updates. All you gotta do is click it. It'll tell you you're updated. Click the next one. It says you're currently updated. Really quick, cool thing about this drone or EXO in general, they are constantly updating their app and their drone software. Really easy to do. They're all OTA updates, so all you got to do is connect your phone and the controller and your drone, hit upgrade, and it will download all the software to the app or your drone automatically. It's really easy to do. Alright. Your aircraft serial number and your remote control serial number, all there. Those are all your settings, you guys. I would recommend when you're waiting for the drone, download the app. Open the app up and go through all of these. Tap everything, slide this, slide that, move this, move that. Get used to how everything on the app works. That way when you get your drone, you're kind of familiar with it and you're not wasting all your time trying to figure something out. But let's close this and check out the actual app screen. Check it out. Really cool picture, very clear. We're just going to start at the top and we'll work our way around, you guys. Alright, so now it says preparing to take off, but we're in my house, so I'm not going to take off. You have the EXO logo. If you tap that, it'll take you out of the app. This red line right here, this is preparing to take off. This will turn like a light bluish shade, blue-green. Tell you you're flying. It'll tell you when you're returning home. It's all your status prompts are there. Low battery. It even has pop-ups that will pop up on the left side of the screen here to let you know, if there's an issue with the drone or what you're doing as well. Your N, that's the mode you're in. We're in normal mode right now, your speeds. So it'll be an F for film, S for sport. I think I can change it for you. Yeah, look at that. S for sport. There's the pop-ups I was telling you that slide out of the left side of the app. Really cool. Film mode. The next one is your flight status. Then off here, that propeller, that will let you know your motors are running. So if they're on and they're running, that'll say on. Then you have your FPV video strength, your remote control signal strength. Really cool, it has the bars, so while you're flying this thing, you'll know when you're going to start losing your video feed or even the signal from the controller to the drone, because these bars will fall off like they do on your cell phone when you don't have great reception. Your satellite, of course, that's the number of satellites you have, and I do believe you have to have 8 or 9 or more in order for it to unlock and take off in safe GPS mode. Usually there's 7, I think this one's 8 or 9. Next, you have your battery percentage level left. It even tells you the voltage in your battery, 12.35 volts, very cool. Your ISO setting is right here. Now we're going to get into some more settings, you guys, because this thing absolutely has all kinds of extra settings you can do with your camera and your video to make that perfect picture or video. So the sliders right here, tap on these, and now you're in your camera's settings. So not only does the drone have its own settings, the camera does too. Auto, you can put it into manual. If you do that, you can change your ISO, your shutter speed. You can even change the EV. I'm going to put mine back to auto. Go one more below that to the camera here. Now you can choose your shot mode. You have single shot, continuous shot, image of burst shots. You can slide this all the way up to 8 shots, and when you press the camera button, it's automatically going to take 8 quick burst shots. Just super cool. Your timed photos, you can open this and you can set all the way up to 30 seconds between each photo. You'll push the button and it'll wait and it'll take another picture in 30 seconds. See if I can get that to close. Your panoramic video. All right, it wants us to take off for that one. So we're going to go back to single shot. Panoramic, when you have the drone in the air and you tap that, the drone's actually going to take pictures and the drone's going to turn in a complete circle to give you a panoramic shot. Super cool to do. I'm telling you guys, this thing's loaded with stuff to do. All right, let's check out these little dots. Here's more settings. You can change your white balance, your saturation, your brightness, your sharpness. It even has H-log, which is really cool. You can put a grid on the screen. There's a grid or there's a grid line with the X on it. You can see it right there. Really cool. I'm going to get out here. And then you have your memory card capacity. It tells you how much room's left on your memory card, and you can format your memory card right here as well. Just remember, if you format it, it's going to clear everything on your SD card. Now I'm going to switch it over to video. Oh, check it out. It actually says we're ready to fly. We have 9 satellite signals indoors. Ooh, that's pretty damn good. So let's switch our camera over to video. Now it says switch to video mode. Now tap the sliders again. Again, you have your ISO, your shutter speed. Tap the video camera. Here's where you can change your resolutions, you guys. You can do 4K at 30 or 25 frames per second. You can hit 2K, same thing, 25 or 30. 1080p at 25 or 30. And for whatever reason, if you want to take a 720p video, you can do that one as well in 25 and 30. I keep mine at 4K. I don't know why anybody would want anything different than that. Go here to these little dots again. You can change all your brightness and everything there again as well. We're going to get out of here. All right, below your camera and your video camera there, of course, this is where you start it. It'll start taking video. Hit pause, it's done. Below this is your album. When you open this up, it'll show you all the pictures you've taken and then all the videos you've taken. And I have a few here and they will download, give them a few seconds. And then here's where you can upload your videos to your cell phone or from your SD card. They'll all be in there. Or you can play them and watch them. Check it out. Oh, there we go. I'm doing the droney shot right there. Check it out. Great video. All right, enough of that. You guys don't want to see my face on there. All right, out of there. Anyway, that's where you go to get your videos and your pictures. This little slider, if I can get it to work, this is what you can do to move your camera without using the wheel. You can just use the little pointer buttons there. Now, it will only go up so high with that. If you want to look upward, you have to use the wheel. This little gimbal looking picture above that You can tap this. This can correct your horizontal leveling of your gimbal. If it's tilted or whatever, you can go minus, plus, change the tilt of it. Down below, real simple, you have your distance and your height. You can see there, ours is in feet, your miles per hour. Then over here is your little mini map. This is where you are in comparison to your drone and which way your drone is facing, but you can tap that little circle and you can put it in satellite mode. Really cool. I'm gonna put it back to this one. All right, then above your map here, it's shaded right now because we're not up in the air. This is your one key takeoff and land button. When you unlock the motors, that will be highlighted and you can tap that and the drone will lift up in the air. Or when you're in the air, you can tap it and of course your drone will land. Now we're going to tap this little drone icon under our BLACKHAWK 2 wording. And check it out. These are all the fun settings, you guys. These are all the different camera shots and video shots you can do with this drone. You have normal mode, which is what we're in now, but you can take and put hyperlapse. It has your waypoint mode, orbit mode, and we're going to go through a lot of these and I'll show them to you in the test flight because they're just amazing at how well they work, you guys. Follow me mode that has active track and follow. Create a video. This has all, oh, it wants me to take off first. I'll show it to you in the test flight. Create a video. There's all kinds of things you can do in there. Your line fly mode, droney, orbit, just all kinds of really cool video settings that you can do to take really cool, amazing videos, you guys. But that's it, you guys. That's the app. I hope you understood everything. Remember, if you have any questions, just shoot me a comment, or you can find my email in my channel description and email me. I answer all my comments and emails, and I'll help you guys out the best I can to get this drone set up and going. Right now, we're going to go get this badass in the air.